Hey guys, this is amateur meteorologist Cameron Fry, and tonight I want to talk about what it means to be storm warned. You know, I've done some research over the years and have come to conclude that basic human instinct isn't enough to save you. When a dangerous storm is approaching, if you want to survive, you gotta have a solid game plan. And that's the purpose of this vlog, to educate you and help you develop a strategy, a plan of action, so that you'll know exactly what to do, when to do it the next time your location is storm warned. So the first thing I'm going to do, believe it or not, is put on a helmet. You may think that's a weird place to start. Let me explain. In fact, I won't even worry about strapping it. Well, no, I probably should. Hold up. Pause for helmet strapification. All right, so I got my helmet on, and for those of you wondering why the helmet, it's due to the fact that when it comes to tornado deaths, the majority of them occur due to head trauma. Flying debris hitting the neck, breaking the neck, or at the top of the head, basically your cranium, and then there's cases where people live but they're paralyzed. So it's just good to have your head protected. A lot of times, you know, meteorologists will say, well, go make sure to have pillow and blankets in the shower. I think this is a much more effective route to take than a pillow. All right, we're gonna do a walkthrough of the house here to help illustrate what to do when your county is storm warned, whether it's severe thunderstorm warning or tornado warning. See my shoes? No, I'm not saying get some running shoes, but I am going to say, while I'm at it, that you cannot rely on rubber-soled shoes to save you. So that's one thing. This drawer here, let me turn on the light. All right, so this drawer, this is where our matches, our batteries, flashlights, it's kind of our miscellaneous drawer. Excuse me, let me actually show you what's inside. It's kind of messy, has a little bit of everything in here, but again, when storms come, you need to know where your basic essentials are. I prefer kind of having a kit put together of flashlights, batteries, you know, candles, matches, stuff like that, just to better assist you. Here's my severe weather storm alert radio. This is a NOAA weather radio, AM, FM. It has a way of alerting when, again, Spring Needle Time Station becomes storm warned. So that's really helpful to have, and it's here in a part of the house where I'll hear it no matter where I'm at. So it's good to be strategic in where you place your NOAA radio. But it's amazing how many people don't have one this day and age because everything is so app dependent. And real quick, let me just explain a couple apps. 3 in particular that I feel like you should invest in.
The first is Weather Radio by WDT. The second is Radar Scope. And last but not least, MyWarn. Now it's important if you're going to use these apps, you know how to use them properly. When you download a weather app, it's important you go to the Settings tab in the app and make sure that the alerts are turned on. And also, for some apps, your settings should allow you to customize how you hear the app go off when a warning is issued for your area. The point is to make sure that you have an app means to alert you if, say, you're on the road driving or you're at work and maybe you just forgot the storm was coming. You want to make sure that you have your phone handy and charged so you'll be alerted when your app goes off and you'll know exactly what to do and where to go, assuming you have a game plan in place.
When it comes to the kitchen, again, not a whole lot in here. If we were in a natural disaster crisis, the amount of food you just saw in there would not be sufficient. You need up to 72 hours of food just to kind of get you through just the aftermath of a tornado hit or something that, I guess, if the power went out, you want to have around 3 days of food stored up. So, Sayla, you look all subdued. Are you okay? All right, so let's go to the back backyard here, if I could actually get the door open. All right. So if a storm is coming, I want to make sure that all loose items are picked up. And this is something that people forget about. See the stuff on the table? That needs to go somewhere because this could potentially be flying debris. And as you can see, this is actually pretty dangerous. These are weapons waiting to be picked up and plowed into the fence, the house, you know, next door. Hopefully not a human being. So I would want to make sure that that everything is picked up. So when it comes to determining the best spot to take shelter in the case of a tornado warning, you really want to know the amount of wall space between you and the outside world. So a couple locations in this house, you know, there's not much room here, but technically this would count as, you know, two walls of space. The bathroom is an option. Huddling in the shower and taking cover with my helmet on, that's another option. But you could see bedroom, you know, there's only one wall of space there. There's the window that connects to the outside world. You know, another place would be, again, huddled in the shower, perhaps, but then there's a window here. So when you have a small house like mine, you have to really be strategic. I would not take shelter in this closet because, again, you're still really close to the outside. So so I would say in my home, this would be the best option. If there's more space, this would be an option too, but because of all the debris, again, you have to take that into consideration. This would probably be a poor decision at the end unless I was to clean that out. And then you have the kitchen and living room. Again, windows, door connecting to the outside. This would not be a great place to take shelter in. So there is a place to go. For those of you who don't have basements, you just have to count the wall space in between you and outside.
Now my in-laws have a great place to take shelter in the case the storm hits their place. From the front door, you travel down this inlet here towards the kitchen, and you see a closet door to a closet that's underneath the stairwell by the kitchen. 2 to 3 walls in some cases, depending on the angle, walls of separation from the outside. So this would be the perfect spot to take shelter if you were in this home or a home like this, maybe a 2-story without a basement.
In some cases, you may not have the luxury of knowing where the safest place is. So I'm going to cover something kind of rudimentary, very elementary. We learned it in school, but it's worth covering again, and that is the acronym DUCK. That is get down. That's the D. In this example, I'm using the kitchen table. Again, I would not want to use this in my home, but for some of you, you know, you never know. That may be the best option. So it's good to know all your bases. The U is to get under something. So I'm going to get under something. The C is cover, and I already got that. As you can see, the helmet's still on. So that's, you know, making sure your hands or a pillow, something's covering your head is the goal. And then the K is to keep it there, basically, just to keep safe until everything is passed. So that is the acronym DUCK.
So in review, count the walls between you and the outside. Stairwells offer great structural support, offer escape in case worst case scenario. Bathrooms, laundry rooms, these are great places, whether you're in a 1-story or 2-story plus home, to take shelter. And remember DUCK. Remember to avoid windows, doors, and outside walls. Safest place, basement, go as low as you can go, or interior room, stairwell or hallway on the lowest floor. Alright guys, I'm bringing this bit in for a landing, but first I want to circle back and make known a couple of things I forgot to say earlier. Number 1, make sure you have more than one way to receive alerts. At least access free public mobile alerting service that targets your current location using radio-like technology, sends out a 90-character text SMS alert to your cell phone. Just something to consider. Also, with your storm kit, make sure that it's a blend with other first aid kit items, other supplies, medicines, special need items like diapers, formula, pet food, even a whistle. Make sure that your kit has a mobile phone charger. Change of clothes, shoes for every family member. Cash and credit card. Don't forget those things. Following a storm, wear sturdy shoes, long sleeves and gloves when walking on or near debris, and be aware of exposed nails and broken glass. If you can't get your car into a garage or some indoor shelter, at least move it away from trees. Do this during a watch, not a warning. If you're in a warning, you need to take safe shelter right away. But if you're in a watch, that's the perfect time to get your outdoor things secure. But for now, we'll hold off on part 2 of our series, which will include how to be storm warned away from your home. So tonight was about what to do when you're at home. Next time we'll cover what to do when you're not at home. Thanks for watching, and look forward to catching up with you soon.